Yes. Okay. Welcome back. Let's restart the session. As part of today's class, we'll see just very fastly. I will go through one time what we have discussed in the last sessions. Okay. After that, we'll start the session. Right. Basically, sir, like the previous class, we have seen what are the responsibilities of a DBA. We have seen responsibilities of a DBA, exactly what the DBA is doing in real time. Okay, right. Just remember, very simple. As a DBA, our job is what? Maintenance. As a DBA, our job is what? Maintenance, actually. Okay, yeah. So, database maintenance is our job. Database and database server maintenance is our job. Okay, so that's why as part of database maintenance, database and database server maintenance is our job. Okay, so as part of database maintenance, remember, regularly here we have to monitor the servers and troubleshoot the problem. So that's why, remember, monitoring and troubleshooting is our regular job. That's why, remember, tomorrow once you enter in the organization, they will ask, they will not ask what is log shipping, what is mirroring, what is always on, what is replication, what is clustering, but they will ask any issues you have faced and what are your daily activities, regular activities. Okay, so from this answer itself, we can come to know whether he has work or not in real time. Okay, so that's why whatever the regular our activities are there. Okay, so as well as like yeah, so what are the common issues are there in real time? All those things we'll discuss as part of our yeah, course. No need to worry. Just simply follow the classes. And if you have any doubts, you have to ask. Always feel free to ask the doubts so that I can understand whether you are following or not. Right? So, yeah, always I will encourage you to ask the doubts related to this topic. Don't ask this or that, time wasting. Okay? Right. So, that's remember like our regular activities are what? Various regular activities are there. Generally, remember, whenever a new project is we'll start with installations and configurations, new project. Okay, then we'll set up, we'll apply the latest patches. We'll implement a onboarding process. We'll see this now. We can't understand. Some confusion may be there. Onboarding process means what? Making necessary requirements actually before making the server as a production server. Okay, we can configure what features we want, like always on, replication, clustering, what features we want, we are going to configure. We'll automate, remember, most of the administrative activities, remember, will automate actually. Okay. Why? Because see, 100 servers are there, 1,000 servers are there. We can't connect to every server. We can't monitor manually, right? We can't monitor. That's why, remember, compulsory, we have to schedule. Just remember, as a DBA, 80% tasks we have to schedule. We are going to schedule here 80-85% tasks. Okay, so daily backups are working, always on is working, replication is working. We have to handle, suppose tomorrow backup fail, we have to verify why the backup is failing. We have to troubleshoot the problem. right? So all these things we'll see. Don't worry. Just I'm mentioning here. The same way, implementing like change requests, okay, from application team. Generally, remember, from application team will get some request actually deploy this script. Okay, you take backup of this database and restore into test server, dev servers. Okay, such type of requests also will get from application team. Will handle those requests. Okay, in the same way, like performing some DR drill activities. DR means, remember, disaster recovery. Suppose, let's say, production server is there in Mumbai, okay, or DR server is there, or standby server is there in Chennai. Chennai. For example, if something happened in Mumbai, let's say, complete data center is collapsed, for example. So automatically, remember, Chennai server should come online, means application should continue working with Chennai server automatically, right? Correct, right? Okay, so that's what, remember, like yeah. So for that purpose, actually, remember, for every 6 months we'll test actually. Means what? Or Windows team person will stop the server. He will shut down the Mumbai server, for example. So we'll see that automatically. Yeah, automatically the standby server is coming online or not, any application is down or it is working fine. Those scenarios will test actually in the DR drill activity that we'll see in detail. Some confusion may be there now. That's why I'm not going in detail. Anyhow, we'll see in detail later. Means what? By overall, we have to understand here, if any confusion is there, just to forget about all these things. By overall, we have to understand our regular job is monitoring and troubleshooting as a DBA. Okay, but please watch the demo video. Yeah, same thing I have discussed actually some more clearly. Okay, you will get to know very good understanding how we are working as a DBA, and we have different teams are there in real time. Different teams are there in real time. Okay, application team, security team, systems team, network team, storage team. Various teams are there. We have to communicate, we have to work with the different teams in real time. Okay, right. That I will discuss in detail. We'll see in real time. Okay, right, right. Okay, so that's like yeah, various yeah things we have to understand. Then let's say we'll start with SQL Server, right? So already we know MS SQL Server, Microsoft SQL Server. Basically, we know that already in the, I think most of the people are already familiar with, right? SQL Server is what one of a RDBMS product through which we are creating and managing databases. One of a RDBMS product, right? So many RDBMS products are there in the market like Oracle, MySQL, Sybase, PostgreSQL. Various RDBMS products are there in the market today. But remember, licensings as part of licensings generally compared with Oracle, for example, and the hardware infrastructure, what we need to set up and start using SQL Server is, yeah, licensing cost is very less. hardware infrastructure, we need very less hardware infrastructure. Means what, even with 16 GB RAM server, with 32 GB RAM server, we can start working with virtual machines. Today, remember, mostly 99% we have virtual servers, virtual machines. Okay, no physical servers. Right, right. That's why, remember, like we have to understand here, SQL Server is an RDBMS product developed by Microsoft. Actually, it was released in 1988 or 89 with 1.0 version. But right now we have our latest version is 2019. Okay. 2022 also Microsoft is planning to release, but still it is not finalized. Today in real time, we are using 2019. This is the latest version. So see, we can't say that today 2019 is there. It's not meaning that we are using all the servers, okay, of 2019. But remember, still we have old servers also. Previous version is there 2017, before that 2016, like this year. Various versions actually. But already remember, Microsoft has stopped support for 2012. Okay. This last month, July, I think June or July, support is stopped. That's why we have migrated all the 2012 servers to 2016, 2017, 2019. Okay, better 2019. See, suppose let's say, whenever you want to migrate, let's say, just I'm saying, if confusion is there, don't worry, all these will repeat again. Okay. Suppose let's say 2012 support is expired, for example. Now we need to upgrade to higher version. Okay. So let's say how we are going to decide. Means what, we have to go with 2016 or 2017 or 2019. So how we are deciding, means as a DBA or DBA team can decide that we'll go with 2017, 2019. Our DBA team can decide, or yeah, is it possible to decide by our own? Krishna Reddy. Chat option is there. Please use the chat option. If you want to ask any questions, I can unmute also. No need to worry. Just your chat option is there. What I'm saying here indirectly, see, that's why if you see, like, for example, in real time, one application is there. hdfcbank.com, one application is there. Very simple it is here. hdfcbank.com. Okay, so let's say front end is ASP.NET, back end SQL Server. Just I'm saying, I don't know exactly. For example, front end, back end is our SQL Server. SQL Server 2012 is there right now. But right, we know that already Microsoft has stopped the support. They don't provide any patches, no security updates. That's why our team has decided that we have to upgrade, okay, this 2012 server. Yeah, yes. So, yeah, that's why, remember, like Amol is saying, no, DBA don't decide the DB version. Very clear. Thank you very much, Amol. Akshay is also saying need approval of application team. 2012 expire, but we can choose 2014 also. Like some answers are there. Yeah. So Amol is saying one more answer also. But remember, mostly we are not going to decide. First point we have to understand. See, we are supporting people. We can support 16 also, 17 also, 19 also, no problem with us, right? That's why remember our application team will decide whether this front-end part developed with ASP.NET, it works with 16 or not, 17 or not, or 19. They will decide. That's why just our job is what? Immediately we'll send the mail to the application team. Microsoft has stopped the support for 2012. We have to plan for 16, 17, 19. So which version is compatible with the application? Okay. So application team, what they will do? They will talk to the vendor. Vendor means what? Who has developed this application. Let's say TCS has developed this application. This application team people will write the mail to TCS that our DBA team is saying like this, which version is compatible. TCS team will send the reply back to application team. Our application work with 2019 also. Then this application team will reply back to our team. Application is compatible with 2019. We can plan for 2019. Immediately we are not doing so much lengthy process is there. Just I'm saying what I'm saying indirectly, which version we are not going to decide. We have to understand. So our application team will decide according to their input only will follow mostly. We can also provide some recommendation, but final is application team decision only. Suppose they will say we'll go with 2014, but we'll say again 2014 also will expire after 1-2 years. Like we can provide recommendation only. Okay, depends on application team approval. Depends on the compatibility, they will decide. Okay, so like this here scenarios we'll see in real time. Yeah, later depends on topic wise we'll discuss, no need to worry. Yeah, so that's why remember 2019 is our latest version. Right now we are using in the organizations. Once again remember to connect and work with the SQL Server. To connect and work with SQL Server, we are using one tool called SSMS. SSMS. Here, SQL Server Management Studio. Okay, SSMS here. So, see, let's say again one more scenario. For example, here, don't get confusion. This will repeat it again. Very simple only. This is our DBA team. Let's say DBA is there here. One DBA is there. This is DBA's desktop, for example. Okay. Amol is one of our DBA. He is sitting here and he is working. Our company has provided laptop. He is working. But see, he is sitting in Delhi, for example. From Delhi, he is working. But remember, production servers are not there in Delhi, right? Production servers are there somewhere in UK, US, Australia, somewhere, for example. Or in Mumbai, for example. Production servers are there here in Mumbai. Data center they are maintaining. Means what? Here what will do? Our Windows team will create a machine here. In that machine, will install SQL Server. Okay, SQL Server is running here. But as a DBA, Amol, he wants to work with this server. For example, he wants to monitor why this log shipping fail, why this always on fail, or he wants to daily, generally remember one of the activity in real time, daily will send the report, critical servers report will send to our manager or to the director or senior manager. For example, daily is before 9, we have to send the critical servers reports, for example. Now Amol has to connect to this server to check any issues are there, all the jobs are working fine. So he wants to check. So just what I'm saying indirectly, no need to go get confusion. This is the server is there somewhere in the data center. Now as a DBA, I want to connect and work with this server. So just what we'll do in my machine, in DBA's machine, we'll install one tool called SSMS. Through this tool, we'll connect and work with the server. Okay. We have different options. I will show you either RDP we can take remote desktop of this server, or directly through SSMS we can connect. We can start working from here. Understood, right? This is our SQL server machine actually, which is there in the data center somewhere. Okay, so how this connectivity is happening, all those things we'll see as part of our course. What are the common connectivity issues are there? Everything I will discuss. Just what I am saying, SQL Server is there somewhere in the network. I want to connect and work with SQL Server. Just remember, by using SSMS, we can connect and work with SQL Server. Clear, right? Yeah, that's why feel free to type if any questions are there. Don't hesitate. Already I've said, I will never ask you some opposite question. You tell me, then I will tell this. That's why if any simple doubt is there, just ask me. Type in the chat panel. Okay, immediately I will try to answer. We are following or not? Charan, Amol, Gaurav. Kindly type in the chat panel, please. Yeah, thank you very much, Amol. Other people use the chart panel. Yeah, generally we'll say that we are on the same page or not. In Africa, generally we'll say like this. Yeah, following. Thank you very much. Anyhow, all these things we'll see practically. Just concentrate what I am discussing. Just try to follow. If any confusion is also, type me. I will repeat 10 times also. No need to worry. Anyhow, recording will be there. You can see. Still confusion is there. You can ping me on my WhatsApp. Okay. Right. Fine. Thank you. Okay. Right. Okay. Check here. See how we can open and connect to SQL Server. See here, I will open this SSMS. I will show you how to install all these setup. Don't worry, as part of our course. Just here, I will type here SSMS. Already I have installed in my machine. See, type SSMS, Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio. Just remember, this is like our browser, like Internet Explorer or Firefox, through which we'll connect and work with the server. Okay. Right. Just here, I will mention here server name, connected successfully. See here. Okay, connected successfully. See here, SQL Server Management Studio. This is my system name, /standby is the server name. SQL Server 15.0 version means 2019 version. Okay, this is my login name. We have databases, all the options are there, security, replication, always on. Okay, jobs, alerts, all these things we'll discuss in our course. Okay, maintenance plans, everything we'll see. No need to worry. This is how we can connect and work with SQL Server. We can connect through IP address also. Okay, for example, sorry. So that is like how we can connect and work with the server, okay, in real time. Okay, so that's like what is the purpose of SSMS, how we are connecting. Then Already we know SQL Server is a RDBMS product. That's why SQL Server supports here. Uh, yeah, one is its non-SQL commands, right? Structured query language. See, every RDBMS supports what? SQL commands. Every RDBMS supports what? SQL commands, structured query language, which is a non-procedural language, SQL commands. So, as well as remember, every RDBMS has their own programming languages also. Here, see, T-SQL is a transact structured query language, T-SQL. Okay, so this is to write what? Programs. Once again, don't worry, here we are not writing programs as in DB. Our developers will write the programs. In Oracle, PL/SQL is there, right? Here we have TSQL. As a DBA, remember, we need SQL knowledge is required for us. Mainly select knowledge, just how to fetch the information, how to monitor the details, just. See, we can work with some simple commands also. See, directly you can right click on the server, you can right click here, you can do the activities directly. As well as remember, we can perform the task by using the command also. Right click on the server, new query. See, we can run the commands also. At the rate version. Execute. See, 2019 version. Okay. Yeah, 2019 version. Okay, right. So that is like, yeah. So how we can check here, like how we can work with here, like how we are working with command. Okay. Right, right. Okay. So both here graphically we can, that's why remember like one of a easy thing we can work with SQL Server easily. Graphically we can work with, as well as remember we can work with commands also here. Any option. It's not compulsory that in real time you have to write the command. You can right click here, you can create a new login. Command is not compulsory. Okay, you can right click here, you can take backup. See, that's why remember working is easy for us. Okay, so entering in the organization becomes easy for us. Okay, so Oracle also remember one of your powerful RDBMS, but you have to work in Linux or Unix platform. That's why initially some difficulty will face actually. But today, Microsoft has developed SQL Server. Yeah, it is also giving very tough competition. Why? Because now SQL Server works in Linux also now. From 2017 onwards, remember 2017 onwards, it works in Linux also. It's not compulsory that we have to run in uh, we have to run in what? Windows only. Uh, yeah, we can run in Linux, Unix, Mac, any operating system now. Okay, as well as here Microsoft, they have their own cloud platform also, powerful cloud platform also, Microsoft Azure, right? That is also one of a very big advantage is there, here added advantage for SQL Server actually. Okay, right, right. Okay, so this is like a just remember we have to, yeah, just comparison. Working is easy for us. Infrastructure cost is less. Okay, what we need, and software cost, licensing cost is also less actually with SQL Server. Right. Then say important point is that SQL Server supports mainly. Remember, we have real time. In real time, we have three types of working environments are there today in real time. Today in real time, we have three types of working environments. Generally, remember, once you enter in the organization, they will provide you uh, they will provide actually like catalog, okay, servers catalog. In that servers catalog, you can check three types of options are there. Generally, sir, we have standalone servers are there. Standalone means what? We have single server, single production server. There is no standby server, just single server. If something happen, we can make it back online after maybe 1 hour, 2 hours. Client is saying no problem. Something happened, you take time after half an hour or after 1 hour, you bring it back online. Not, it's meaning that it's not critical application. Okay. So that is a standalone where we have single production server. The same way we have cluster servers. Just remember, cluster means remember group of servers connected to each other and working as a single server in the network. Anyhow, all this we'll see practically. Don't worry. Clustering, always on, replication, performance tuning, all these I will show you practically. No need to worry. I will not say that we don't have setup, you see the video. I don't have license, you see the video. That will not be there. Okay, all these we'll see practically. Right. So basically later we'll discuss. Just remember, cluster we can compare like our customer care department. Means 10 people are sitting. Someone will take the call. Right? No need to wait. Even like today I am in leave, no problem. My colleague will handle the calls. Means what? Performance benefits are there. We can minimize the downtime also with the cluster setup. As well as we have today always on setup, always on environments or always on servers. This is your third setup. So this is also, remember, we can maintain here duplicate copies of databases. Actually, maybe if somebody is working with Oracle, in Oracle we have some, generally they are using Golden Gate also in our separate tool. A data guard is there in Oracle, active data guard something. So it is here we have always on, almost all similar. Okay, we can maintain duplicate copies of databases in different servers. Duplicate copy means one copy is there in Chennai, one copy is there in Bangalore, one copy is there in Mumbai, one copy is there in Delhi. Like duplicate copies we can maintain with always on, always on. See, name itself is saying even when server is down, Chennai server is down, database is on or available from Mumbai server. Okay, so if you see the percentage today in real time, 70% will work with always on today in real time. Means almost most of the scenarios I'm saying, it's not compulsory. In one organization, it may be 20%. But overall, I'm saying with my experience. Yeah, standby servers we can maintain with always on actually. So 20% or 15% we are using here clustering, 10 to 15%. 20% we are using standalone. For example, means what? That's where remember today compulsory we have to work with always on. Yeah, no problem. Amol, thank you very much. Yeah, why? Because I have written the uh, yeah book also on SQL Server administration. That book soft copies, chapter wise, I will share as part of our course. That's why the writing book means we can't copy paste from somewhere, or we can't write some even grammatically mistakes we'll do. We are not English literature people, but proper definitions, all those are compulsory, right? So that students can understand. So yeah, that's why maximum. mm, I will, yeah, I will try actually. Okay. So thank you very much. Yes. So that's like we can understand here. See, like what is what we can understand here. Different features. Okay, clustering always on like yeah. So different features are there. We'll talk about that also later in detail. No need to worry. Okay, right. Okay, check here. Uh, yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, maybe my exam I will try. That is my job, right? Just not telling this and that, wasting that time. Yeah. See, like maybe some people may have some confusion. Don't worry. Don't worry. We'll see all these anyhow practically. Okay. Just we have to see this percentage, and indirectly you have to understand that tomorrow in the interview they may ask more questions on always on. Just that is you have to understand. You forget these definitions, no problem. Okay. Standalone, I think it is clear, right, for all people. Single production server. Okay, no standby servers. Means, let's say tomorrow single DBA is there in the organization. If something happened to the DBA, for example, means he went for some new urgency, who will handle server down? But he went to India. After 2 days, he will come. Okay, so remote access is not there, for example. Problem is there, right? So, but if it is standby means what? One junior DBA is there for us, for example. Means even an emergency will go, means basic things he will take care. Business he will run. Just remember standalone means single production server, no standby. Here we can maintain the standby servers. Okay, let's we see how we know whether we are working in cluster or standalone. Check here, right click on this server name, very simple, properties, is clustered false it is saying, means it is a standalone environment. If you see here true, it is a cluster environment. If you see here true, HADR enabled, this is high availability. HA means what? High availability. DR means disaster recovery, means always on. It's meaning that if you see here, true, it's meaning that always on is there. See how simply we can identify whether we are working in cluster or standalone, whether we are working in always on or not. Very simple. And see, simple commands are also there here. Simple command, select server property is clustered. See, false, same thing we have seen, means it is a standalone server, but actually in this machine I have set up cluster also. I will show you later with VMware. I have set up cluster also. We need multiple servers actually to create the cluster actually. This also anyhow we'll see practically. I will show you. Okay, as part of our course. See, I have configured some servers here, domain controller, server 1, server 2, something. I will show you that anyhow, practically. Okay, no need to worry. Clustering also, I will show you. First, we need Windows cluster. Basically, it is developed by Windows team. on top of Windows cluster will create our SQL cluster. So recording will be there. That's why no need to worry. You can see the video. You can go through. Anyhow, every concept I will start from scratch. Okay. So no need to worry. Okay. So why? Because along with working, I'm also MCT, Microsoft Certified Trainer. Means I will have latest materials from Microsoft I can download, I can use. So yeah, mostly when you are already patient is important generally for teaching. So okay, let it be, that is one side, but no need for us time wasting. So you have to follow say like this basic commands we have to remember. If complex lengthy commands are there, no, we can't by heart, right? 3 lines commands, 10 lines commands, 20-line command, we can't by heart. For those I will provide the scripts. Okay. For that purpose, I will provide the script. No need to worry. So those scripts we can use regularly. Those scripts we can use regularly. Okay, in real time. So tomorrow you want to monitor any performance issues are there. Okay, any connectivity issues are there. If you want to monitor, how you can monitor? Okay, so that's why we'll use what scripts we'll use. By using the scripts we'll monitor. I will share you those scripts also. No need to worry. Okay. Yeah. So that is like just we have to understand here. So scripts are available with us actually, but those scripts I will share you. Compulsory we need actually scripts. We need to check what blocking details, deadlock details. Okay. We need to check long running queries. So that those things are compulsory for us. We'll discuss those things. Okay. Right. Okay. So that's like one question is there, why cluster server usage is low? We have reasons are there. We'll talk about that more later. Some confusion may be there for other people. Okay. Don't worry, we'll discuss that why it is less. Okay. So yes, Charan, please. Generally, remember along with the step-by-step notes, anyway, will provide you notes actually, soft copy notes, step-by-step. So along with the notes, remember, I will share you this is our notes is there. For example, tomorrow I will start backups. So we'll have all the materials here step-by-step. Okay. So as well as said, along with this, I will share you the soft copy material also. In soft copy material, we have like FAQ scenarios are there and regularly used scripts are also there. Okay, no need to worry. Right. Yes, Charan, just, yeah, 1 minute.